What does it take for a young girl from Hyderabad to rise from dusty badminton courts to standing on the Olympic podium, holding India's pride in her hands? Is it talent? Is it luck? Or is it something deeper, something invisible to the world, but burning inside her every single day? Today, let me take you into the story of PV Sindhu, a story not of instant victory, but of perseverance carved in sweat, pain, and relentless faith. Sindhu was born in 1995 in Hyderabad to parents who were professional volleyball players. Sports ran in her blood, but volleyball was not her calling. She picked up a badminton racket at the age of 8, small in her hands, yet powerful enough to shape her destiny. Every morning, while most children still slept, Sindhu would ride her scooter for miles to train at the Pulala Gopichand Academy. She was just a little girl with big dreams, her ponytail bouncing as she carried a racket almost too big for her. But here's the truth. Talent was only the seed. What watered that seed every single day was discipline. Training was never easy. Hours of footwork, endless drills, smashing shuttle after shuttle until her arms ached and her legs trembled. There were no shortcuts, no magic formula. Just Sindhu, her coach, and the daily grind. Her classmates often enjoyed evenings with friends, but Sindhu spent hers on the court, diving, sweating, chasing a dream no one else could see. And isn't that how dreams work? They demand sacrifices in silence, long before the world applauds. But let's be honest, the road to greatness is never smooth. Sindhu faced injuries, the kind that made her wonder if she could ever play again. She faced crushing defeats, moments when her country's expectations weighed heavily on her shoulders. The media, the critics, the whispers of maybe she's not ready echoed louder than applause. But this is where true champions are forged. Not when everything is going right, but when everything seems to break. Sports psychologists often say, resilience is the ability to turn pain into power. And Sindhu did exactly that. She treated setbacks not as feedback. Every injury became a lesson in patience. Every defeat became a map to improvement. Rio Olympics. At just 21 years old, Sindhu became the youngest Indian woman to win an Olympic silver medal. The entire nation of 1.3 billion people roared her name. And yet, what stood out most was not the medal itself, but the image of Sindhu bowing to her opponent. Carolina, after the match, grace in defeat, strength in humility. That's when India realized Sindhu was not just an athlete, she was a role model. Many athletes stop at one big achievement. Not Sindhu. She returned, stronger than ever. She went on to win medals at the World Championships, the Asian Games, the Commonwealth Games. In 2019, she became the first Indian to win a gold at the BWF World Championships. That wasn't just a personal victory. It was history rewritten. Her story became a reminder that glory is not a single moment. It is the result of thousands of unseen moments stitched together. Think about it. How often do we look at someone's success and say, "She's lucky. She was born talented." But luck didn't wake Sindhu up at 4 a.m. every morning. Talent didn't carry her through pain, injury, and doubt. It was perseverance. The slow, unglamorous act of showing up every single day. Psychologists call it the compound effect. Small actions repeated daily that create extraordinary results over time. Sindhu's life is proof that greatness is not about doing one thing perfectly. It's about doing small things consistently, even when no one is watching. You and I may not be athletes. We may not stand on an Olympic podium. But we all have our own games, our careers, our studies, our dreams. Maybe you're a student struggling with exams. Maybe you're a worker dreaming of a better future. Maybe you've been told you're not good enough. Sindhu's story whispers a truth. The road to victory is paved one day at a time. It's not the giant leaps, but the small steps, the daily effort, the refusal to give up, that will carry you to your own podium. PV Sindhu's journey from a young girl in Hyderabad to an Olympic medalist is not just a sports story. It's a mirror. It shows us that perseverance is the invisible force that turns ordinary into extraordinary. So, the next time you feel like quitting, remember Sindhu's story. Remember the sweat, the pain, the countless mornings she showed up when no one believed she could. Because perseverance, day after day, is the only road to glory. If this story inspired you, share it with someone who needs encouragement today. Subscribe to Mindshift Stories for more modern parables that can shift how you see your own life. And never forget, your daily effort, however small, is planting the seeds of your future greatness. Final line. Sindhu didn't just win medals. She won hearts. And more importantly, she proved that consistency is the real champion.